Alright guys, so I'm making me a tool here and to hold the steering column in place. So these lines ain't perfectly straight, but this is where I'm gonna bend them at. So I got this here. That's the one bend, then this will come out to about there. Same thing with the bend there and then there. So I'm actually gonna cut it loose right here. We'll get a straight edge and get this a little bit straighter, but I'm gonna come in and make this tool for holding the steering column up. All right, so I'm gonna cut this loose first. Alright, so that first cut is done. Now I gotta get some heat, and I'm gonna heat these areas up so I can bend this. Alright guys, I was gonna do this one way, heat this, bend it, but I'm out of oxygen for my torch. So I'm gonna just cut these off and weld them up. Guys, so I probably should have did this one the same way, but I just cut this one where I could bend it. I shouldn't have cut it all the way through, but it's fine. So what I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna weld this up, match these up. Now, I might weld a small piece here so the so the vise will clamp on there. Just give me a little lip. But that'll come later. For now, I want to somehow, I gotta get this where this stay here, and I can tack here and here. So I'll probably get some, I got some magnets, and I just want to tack to hold this in place. Then I want to weld the inside here, take these loose, then I'll weld this together last after I get these pieces welded up. So let me figure out how I'm going to hold this in place so I could tack this up. All right. Sorry guys, so I took it and welded both sides on the inside. Got that welded up. And then on the opposite side, I just ran an extra bead just to strengthen it up. But it's just the steering column. They can be pretty heavy, but I don't know. I might build a weld a little bit more to hold this stable in two different places. I might just add a plate here or add a whole nother section here. I didn't have a thick enough plate to do this in one piece, so. All right, so then I'm gonna put these back together and I'm gonna tighten them down on both sides here. All right, so I'm gonna tighten these both down. Get them right where I want them. And that's good there. Now I'm just gonna weld this up here, guys. I'm not showing the welding, but just trying to take you through the steps that I'm using here. All right guys, so I took a pattern and I just cut that there. Instead of welding a whole nother piece, I'm thinking this would be strong enough to hold this in place. If it's not, then I cut this out and add more. But I'm thinking this on both sides will be enough to strengthen that. So then with this, I'm also gonna make sure I know where my hole is gonna be here. So make sure I cut a hole out right in this area here. And then that's gonna be right where it needs to be. All right. All right, so that's how I'm gonna do that piece there.
Family-owned oil company focused on unleashing American oil.
Small gap, and I'm gonna weld this up. Then I'm gonna come in and weld the top piece up there. All Alright, so now I got that welded up, because I'm going to run across a few more columns that I'm going to have to do, guys. So it's just easier for me to build this bracket. You know, I found some online, but I'm just thinking if I just weld this up myself, it should be good enough for what I got to do around here. So I got to weld one more piece on here, then I'll come in and show you this whole thing. Alright guys, so just different in the columns. I thought all of these was the same, but where this is mounted is different than where this one is mounted here. So if you look, it's a small gap right there, it's a bigger gap right there. So this one fits perfectly on here. When I bring it over here, it falls short. So, and this one I got painted up for the Regal already, sandblasted and painted. So what I'm gonna do, guys, to make this work, I'm gonna just cut out a notch right there, and it should still be strong enough, and that'll allow me to move this over for the bolt lines to match up. Alright guys, so that's how that piece, you know my motto on this channel, one piece at a time. So it's not the prettiest, but it's on there, and it's sturdy, so I should be able to, the bench ain't as sturdy as this piece is, but I should be able to work on that steering column with no problem, guys. All right.